Alright, so Texas and Oklahoma. This is a top 15 matchup for the Big 12 championship, and this is happening this Saturday. It's crazy that we've already come to this point in the season where we're debating about championship games. But we are already here. This is a rematch of a game that played October 6th, I believe it was. And Texas ended up winning that game. That was the game that Texas really needed to be a great team this season. They really have done well. I mean, a lot of people expected Texas to do well, and they have. So we got a great rematch, Red River Rivalry, of course, and this is at 11 o'clock on Saturday in Arlington, Texas. So it is in Texas's home state, but Oklahoma is favored by 7 in this one. So a touchdown, that is pretty accurate, I would say. But ESPN FPI, I say, is being a little generous towards Oklahoma with a 73% chance of them winning. I would say for me, I don't know. Texas is normally the FPI is always pretty generous towards one side. 72, that's just quite a bit. Las Vegas is saying 36-27 Oklahoma. I mean, that's pretty accurate, I guess you could say. These stats are of Tuesday, and the weather really doesn't make a difference as it is in a closed stadium, which I believe it's in the AT&T Stadium, which is the Cowboys one. That is a closed stadium. So now on to your stat comparison. We've got, so looking at these things here, both teams have pretty good offenses for the most part. I mean, Texas, they've got a good passing offense. Their rushing offense is good, but they still have a good offense overall. Meanwhile, Oklahoma's offense is in the top 6 for all 3 areas. But looking at the defense, this is a whole nother story. It looks like the Big 12 defenses that you're typically going to see. And we got Texas with the 86th place total defense this season. The rushing defense is okay, but the passing defense is 119th. And that's not very good considering there are 130 teams in the FBS. Oklahoma has a total defense of 116, and their passing defense is 129. So the passing defense is terrible, it seems like. I mean, I don't know. I guess you could say with these Big 12 teams, all these Big 12 teams have really good offenses. And that's why we always tend to see the high-scoring games that we do see. Like, for example, the Oklahoma-West Virginia game, 59-56. That was an insane game, very high scoring. Both had great offenses. Of course, with West Virginia's Will Greer, I mean, he's insanely good. Back to this game, we've got, I mean, I think if Texas is going to have a chance to win this game, their defense needs to really step it up. Oklahoma's offense is going to run all over them if they don't play right. Texas overall has a better defense than Oklahoma. Oklahoma's total defense is 116th. So really, also another thing that Texas is going to have to do is have a really good day on offense. I mean, they've got a decent offense. We know that already. But their offense and defense both need to do really well. Oklahoma, I mean, I don't think they should really have a problem in this game if they can just do really well on offense. Of course, they can use the passing offense to their advantage as the passing defense for Texas is ranked 119th. That's another way that Texas is going to win this. I mean, the passing defense for Oklahoma ain't very good either at 129. So those are your stat comparisons. Overall, they're all switched to one side for each team. Texas is better on defense, Oklahoma's better on offense. So those are the stats for this season. The last game that Texas played was against Kansas. It was a more closer one than people imagine. I mean, Oklahoma's game with Kansas a couple weeks ago also was really close. I don't remember the score, but I do know it was close. But Texas beats Kansas 24-17 last week. They've got a 9-3 record coming into this game. Meanwhile, Oklahoma had a great win at West Virginia last week, winning 59-56, as I said, and their record is 11-1. So Oklahoma, of course, looking very good right now. And this is my prediction. So this may be a little bit unexpected because I kind of raved on a little bit. I said Texas. I mean, Texas is a great team, but Oklahoma, I think they're going to really pull away in this one. 35-17. Oklahoma starts off very fast in this one, scoring probably 3 touchdowns in their first 3 drives. Texas is going to have a little bit of a slow start. They're going to be able to get 17 down in the first half, I think. Oklahoma will pull away in the second half even further. But I do think Oklahoma, they do slow down a little bit in the second half. They still do win, though. 52-34 is my final score on this one. I think that's going to be an accurate one. I think that's an accurate score for this, somewhere around that area, because I think it's going to be a very offensive game, just like almost all Big 12 games that you see. So that's my preview for Texas and Oklahoma. I'm going to be doing all the other Power 5 conference championships, along with probably the UCF and Memphis game, as of course UCF, a team that lost Mackenzie Milton last week, unfortunately. Kind of makes me feel bad for them, but that should be an interesting game with Memphis, as UCF is ranked in the top 10. So yeah, that's it for this preview. Leave me your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll see y'all later.